you today? I am so glad that you're here. If we haven't met, my name's Dawn from Just Doing My Best. I'm in the middle of my makeup process, and I thought I would share with you how I contour my jaw. And you know what? While we're at it, we might as well contour our nose too. I'm 56, and if you're like me, my nose is appearing larger. I'm getting a little double chinish. Ugh. I don't contour every single day. Quite frankly, I just don't want to fool with it. I don't want to spend the time. But when I contour, I pretty much stick to the nose and the jaw. Mostly, if I'm going to skip anything, I'll generally skip the nose and only contour my jaw. This is not going to take long at all. You do not need a lot of skill. If you've been here before, I like to share really simple makeup tips with usually very, very affordable beauty. This is not going to be any different. Today, I am using the Catrice Magic Shaper. This is contour on one side, highlighter on the other. I'm also going to use a dense angled brush. That will make this much easier to blend. I will link everything down in the description below. Foundation is on, my concealer is on. This is where I'm going to add a little color. And I do want you to know, if you've never really shopped for a contour, here's what you want to look for. A bronzer is made to mimic the sun. So if you apply bronzer, it's made to give the look of health, vitality. You've been out walking, you went for a run, you were sitting in the bleachers at a ball game, you were sun-kissed. A contour, on the other hand, should have a little bit of a gray cast to it, for lack of better words. A contour creates a little bit of a shadow. So once you've contoured your nose, maybe your cheeks, your forehead, your jawline, whatever, a contour should give the look of, wow, has she lost weight? Has she had some work done? She looks fantastic. So sun-kissed versus weight loss, maybe a little work done. I hope that helps. That's all I'm going to put on my nose. So it's not quite at the top of my nose, but it's not quite at the sides. If you're looking head on into your mirror, you should be able to find that and see those lines well. You want to leave the middle of the nose blank, but even if it's not and it gets a little muddy, when you blend that in, we'll fix it later. It's okay. I'm just going to blend that down toward the end of my nose. Powder around that, and a little later on, like I said, if it gets a little muddy in the middle, don't worry about it. We'll fix it later. For the jawline, you know where your jaw is, right? So mine is right here. Here's how I think about where the placement is of the contour. First of all, let me put it on there and then I'll show you. Kind of fan it out right underneath my chin. I think Jennifer Lopez calls that the light bulb. If you're looking at me head on, you can't really see where I put that. And it's almost as if you found your jawline and then said, okay, I want to underline that. That's what you're doing there. So now all we're going to do is I'm going to take this brush and I want to blend it in and then blend it down. And that's going to do a few things for us. So first, let's blend that in a little bit. I love the way that looks. And it just thins out that jawline a little bit, kind of diffuses that double chinish look. But the other thing that it does is if you applied your foundation and you didn't quite blend it very well right here, by applying the contour and then brushing it down, that will blend everything in and it will give your makeup a seamless look, and the jawline will look so much thinner. Now, could we have been a little bit more precise with this? Absolutely. But again, I go back to, I don't want to spend that much time on it. I just want to use this for special occasions when I just want to look a little bit thinner. I want to have that thinner neck look. So this isn't something that I would probably do every single day. Okay, I'm going to powder underneath my eyes and around the nose, and then we'll come back to that nose for just a second. So did you see how I powdered underneath my eyes and just around the nose, just to make sure that everything stays in place, but also to lighten that area so that this is a little bit more prominent. And just in case you're wondering, I have very oily, mature skin. So yes, I do powder underneath my eyes. And before I finish my makeup, if there's any excess, I'll just brush that out of the way. Let's just talk about the nose for just a second in case, you got a little happy and excited when you were contouring your nose and it got a little muddy. Just take a little bit of your concealer, and I'm going to take just a little bit on my concealer brush, and I'm going to go right down the center of my nose. That's all I'm going to do, just to, again, give the illusion that it's thinner and maybe I had a little work done. Would that take us about 3 minutes to look like we lost 10 pounds? I'll take it. If this was helpful, I hope you'll like this video, subscribe, share it with a sweet friend, and I hope that you'll watch this video next on how to get perfect eye makeup every single time.